It's gonna be an interesting live. Welcome to my throne. There's the bed. These are lights. This is the posh loft here. The lighting sucks. It's just an interim solution for until I go back to the penthouse upstairs because my travel plans have been a little bit on and off. And so I thought I'm gonna come here. I have some black chlorophyll water, really integrating some after a birthday, still in the celebration, epiphanies, downloads, expansion, upgrades. It's a vibe, isn't it? If you agree, let me know in the comments, because I was playing with certain angles. Hi, Paulina. And so if you're watching live, say hello in the comments. It would be super nice if you said hi. Because I played with some angles and it was weird. It was weird. Anyhow, but it raised my vibe to be in this cozy, you see that? The chair? I had a little download here on an envelope because I don't carry journals. I don't journal. If you're still journaling, you're still not manifesting your vision and creating your vision. So maybe journaling is the reason why you're not there yet. How about this? Oh yeah, by the way, the internet is unstable. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Let me just try something here. Paulina, could you give me a feedback if the internet is now getting better, because I got out of the hotel Wi-Fi and maybe my phone, my cellular is better. Is it better? Is it better? Let me know. Give me just a short feedback in the comments. It's better. Okay, Ange, hello. Thank you for, okay, it's okay now. Yeah, I guessed it. So I have touch cognition, and was the only thing how I kind of infused and gave my spleen some information about, is this okay? Is it healthy? Are we thriving in this room here for one night? Is ego willing to make, Doreen, hello. Is ego willing to make a commitment? Can ego commit to this room? I'm like, shall I give you a little tour? Like, this is the bed. God, this lighting is, it is really interesting. I cannot, I have some on my stories, but look at this. I was doing this. In which angle? So it's hilarious. Well, I went this way, and then, so everybody turned their heads, and then I was like, okay, are we now over? And then go like this. I would annoy anyone who's watching on their phone. I'm like, this could be a thing. Let's make the live streams even more annoying so that people at least pay attention. No. That's the sass when you are 23 instead of 22. How are you feeling? We have a little bit of sassiness going on because we are now in gate 19. Gate 19. So welcome to my live. It's not the on-air show. The on-air show going to happen tomorrow. Don't do that. On-air show happens tomorrow at between 7 and 8-ish, I guess. Very possible. Possibly from here, maybe from Rome, but I think more from here because I need one more day to prepare a couple of things and want to go into content creation. When is the off atelier gonna happen? Good question. So what first is gonna happen is next week, most importantly, the invited. So we have to understand how we create offers first, and then we go in offer creation. Okay, so next week, invited, the 3-day projector event. It's going to be an event extravaganza, where we talk about how do we create the correct invitations, because you can have the most amazing offers, but it does not sell as a projector if we do not know how to create the invitation. Actually, we will talk about the correct way for creating offers in that 3 days. So Paulina, you're already in, so next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and very possibly that we're going to host this from Rome. We're going to already start to prepare for what we then workshop in the offer atelier. How's that? How does this feel to you for your emotional authority? With your root definition, I know, Paulina, you want to go. I know. But practice what I shared with you, because you will recognize even better what actually an invitation and recognition is. That could already be a hint for your next offer that is, I know, much deeper, much more expansive, more elevated for your next evolution of your business. Hi, Sam. Hello. So if you need an offer, there's no need for it anyways. We don't want to play with need. We want to play with, what do you recognize? And which recognition did you receive? What invitation do people carry to you and ask you for guidance? That's an offer. One-on-one guidance for projectors is the offer. The offer. So you always have an offer, Paulina. It is your attention, your time, your eyes on them. That's the offer. And offering a manifestation one-on-one, just you and them, that's exclusive. That's very delicate. How does that feel? Because that is what we always have. You don't have to have a new offer coming out just to make money. You're always available for guidance if it's correct for you. And so what I wanted to talk about is actually exactly this a little bit, because that came through this yesterday was my birthday, and I just wanted to come here to kind of collectively channel a little bit, not channel, share my collective channel, my insights about what I noticed with exactly the recognition and creating your offers and finding your way as a projector and standing out. It has to do with the people in your world. No, you don't. That's the thing. But you know what, Paulina? Instagram Lives are not where I give guidance to my private clients. We have other spaces, and you know what to do. So maybe you wanna remember that there's no rushing. There's no rushing for us projectors. I believe that the potency of our work is in, and this what we are doing in the offer atelier, Paulina, is exactly the opposite than money gens. Is we cutting out, my spleen will delete, will erase everything that is too much in your business, that is actually covering up the most beautiful, perfect dress. You have to, I'm kind of in this style and fashion vibe at the moment, especially this weekend, where I got inspired by so many designers. You wear the most incredible gown as a projector. Your one-on-one attention is the haute couture. The work that you would do in one-on-one clients is the top of the top. It's so customized. Okay? Now, your money gen coach comes in and says, yeah, but you can freeze. And thank you. Oh, Janelle, hi, gorgeous. I don't say you cannot have manager and as a coach, I work with a coach as well. But when it comes to them, how they guide you and coach you, it has to be a very, very deep understanding about who we are as projectors, and that cannot, and how we run our business and create offers, so different. And this is only a projector can guide a projector to create the correct offers and to understand what is an invitation, how do we work best. So when your coach comes in and says, you wear the most incredible gown, but you need this cardigan, and you could get cold, so take a scarf and then put up. Right, Sam, absolutely. You cannot guide me if you can't catch my monopole. That's a good statement. Let me just finish that image of, think about this gown that projectors have, and then you put a shirt on top of it, like even more ugly, a shirt on top, because you have, maybe you're responding and you're not a responder. Maybe you have people who respond, or you're responding to people who need, who are at the beach and they want to wear a t-shirt. So you have this haute couture and you actually want clients who are top of the top, customized. You want more one-on-ones, and then you put this damn sacky t-shirt on it because it's just cozy, you know? And then you put another cardigan on it because you see people who need a cardigan, and so you think you have to be recognized for a person who sells cardigans for them because they could freeze, right? Layer, top on top, and layer and layer. And then right now we have this baggy pants. So you have this gown, but you wear this baggy pants to it because it's cool, and you see people who might need some inspiration for some casual street style, and then instead of wearing amazing shoes and boots, which you love and they're elegant, you wear sneakers, and then you also have this puffy jacket all on top and a hat, and all these are all these offers that you could sell if you're a huge gigantic clothing store. If you want to be H&M, go for it. But in my world, and I know you're in my world, we are haute couture, like Saint Laurent. The fashion croissant of conditioning. Sam's transmitter is, and I know anytime we are not in client sessions, we're at so many things coming through, right? It is Saturday. Sam has no clients. I don't have clients. So we're like, okay, let's, the transmitter 4427 comes on. I was talking, I had this fashion construct of conditioning. I love it. I want to be Prada. You are Paulina. Paulina is better than Prada. I passed Prada today. I'm like, I would add this. I would add this. The projectors also see the system within some designers, and we go like, I would do this differently, because I had certain bags in front of me, and I'm like, I don't like this, and the spleen was cutting out. Instead of responding, no, I'm like, I don't like this. It's a no. And then if it's not, I said even to my sister, she's a generator, I said to her, no, we are not H&M, absolutely not Gap, not H&M, and not any copycats. I said to my sister, but you know what? I'm going to tell you a story about my earrings. Guess which brand these earrings are, and guess which item is my birthday gift beside the nails. I said to Rubina, which is a friend, and she sold me the jewelry. I said, I need a ring fitting my nails. I want. I didn't say it, but in the end it turned out to be. And I said, normal people color their nails fitting to the outfit, and I do it vice versa. That's a statement, right? And I said to my sister, you know what? If it's not a full-on yes, it's a no. If spleen doesn't say this is it, if there's a little compromise, ego says no. No. So I also have no clue about Paulina, which my earrings are, because that's the whole story of it. You got to do your thing. Back to these offers. you know, with this responding and have to have new offers and I have to be a high vibe and all that conditioning that the coaching industry comes in, we always look outside who others are doing it and how they're styling it and how they're offering it. And for me right now, I noticed that when you stop seeking for affirmation and recognition for something that you wear, that you have, how you do the things, and this entirely hunting for this approval that this is correct, that this is the right, even approval of your coach. Stop that. If someone gives you outer authority, it's just nothing like enough. I mean, I highly recommend to have someone who is correct in their design and who's the projector who guides you. You have now me on your side, but it's always tricky to have like multi-channel stuff going on in there. But you know what, this chasing, what is really exhausting for projectors is this looking, right, and not really recognizing. It's just observing, watching, comparing, constantly dissecting these systems, but not understanding what is worth recognizing. Your recognition is your currency. This is recognition from a projector's currency. So if you just watch stupid shit like Gary Vee and sell dumb shit and do dumb shit like Gary Vee, as a projector would say, you go like ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Here, I throw money at you, I throw money at you, I throw money at you. Who are you paying with your attention instead of getting paid for your attention? Thank you. That was a good one. The fucking hunting for attention and trying to be understood and hunting for quality clients and quality recognition and quality, touch cognition, the fabric, when you touch something, the quality, even high, like there were 3,000 euro earrings from Saint Laurent and they were not even gold. Like the quality was such a bullshit. I don't see this as value. I don't have the experience that this is high quality. In the end, it's not about that item, it's an experience that you have. Why do you want the things? Not because of the things. It's an experience underneath the things. You can take all the things away and you can get an experience in the same way. Totally, it's just the energetics behind it. Now, when you respond to these things, you will never find your own style. And this recognition of other things, if a projector cannot, what I wrote, okay, let's rewind. And then I tell the story about my earrings. The biggest thing I noticed this weekend was that if you have a big vision, if you want something, and the big vision is for your life, the purpose that you have is living your definition, living life as who you are, and loving yourself in all that you are. Because that's the thing. If we try to be understood, try to explain what we're doing, try to come across with our quality, like this is when there is nobody in those stores that went to me and was word vomiting why the ring or the earrings are worth that money. Nobody. I got even curious how one of the staff members actually did not sell me anything. She just said, "Oh yeah, of course I can show you." When I asked her, she's a friend of mine. I have to pull her chart because if she's a projector, she's a fucking good projector without even knowing about it. She let me do my thing and let me ask questions, and then she got invited to show me certain pieces. And yeah, of course. And I could order them. Yes, I could do that. Yes, they're not in store now, so there was even a shortage. I'm not like, I want this. What else is there? Can I try this on? And I got even a little bit angry. I'm like, why do you want me to pull that shit out of you? I want to buy something. Don't you see that? But she was so kind, and we were talking about all the things, and it was fun. But I was like, there's something about her that I recognized that there's no pushing, no forcing. It got me even wanting it more. And the way how the conversation went was that she started understanding really and seeing me and looking at me and saying, no, this does not fit. I don't show you this item. I know it doesn't fit your skin color. This is not yours. Let me go check. I have certain bags in the back of the store that I think are way more fitting than these. I felt recognized. And I also felt recognized in, and here's the thing, and as I said, no, I don't want to see this. I am super clear. I am a person who comes into the store. I know what I want. I'm looking for this, and I don't know how it looks. I don't know. I want a ring and maybe earrings, but I don't want to look for, and I wanted to look for this piece that is not fully haute couture in that type, but it is a very, very high-end piece, and I saw it, and it's just launched, and it's so beautiful. And my sister was like, I don't even want to go into the store, and even not asking for it. And I'm at a point where I'm like, I just want to wear this. I don't, and I am so okay to say, no, I don't buy it. There is zero charge around it. This is neutral money relationship. It is money relationship in terms of, I know when I want something and I know I'm living the life of a correct projector, resources will come. And there is no fucking rushing. There is no need. I'm not in survival mode. I don't need that ring. I don't need that necklace. I don't need this. I know ego wants to work for resources, to be rewarded, and a correct projector always receive the resources. Money is one of them. Time, freedom, support, more support, even more support, and money is more support. So as I said, I want to try this on. I didn't even ask if I can try it. I said, I want to try this on. And her way was so confident and not pushing and not expecting me to buy that I also had no issues around not buying. It was such a experience which got me to thinking about, how do projectors actually sell? We do not want to even sell, because we're selling anyways, all the time. And if you have channel of surrender defined, it's even more obvious. Your support, you give something to them. You energetically, it's mechanics. You cannot not do it. I cannot sit here and not sell in terms of give you something, support you. Also, I'm a role model. I'm a 6 line, so there's always mechanically something going on where I have to pull back more. And this experience was like, okay, how do I got here? To the point that I can go into a high-end store where a couple of years ago, I don't say how many years, I was working for Bulgari. It was my very first job. We just went out of the gate 41, which is my sun gate. My birthday was yesterday, 6 line. I'm a 6'2". At the last day of the 41, the craving, the desire for a new evolutionary experience up to the solar plexus. The channel of recognition was on the entire week. So many things landed. And the new experience can only come through an emotion. All the emotional authorities. This is 2027. We will only have true evolution happening through emotional mutation, through an experience. It's nothing, evolution and development and all that won't come through knowing more. It's not. It will only come with the correct people on your fractal. The right people, the 5 people on your penta, and you living your design correctly, your type correctly, will bring in the people that either slow you down, keep you in your limitations, or help you break through your limitations, support you in evolving, not by doing something or teaching you something. That's, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow and about the industry tomorrow on the air show, where the industry will change. And you all feel it. You don't want to teach anymore. You don't want to talk anymore. You don't want to explain anymore. None of these high-end stores explain their offers. Explain that there's an experience in it. And projectors are the reason why we go into the store, into the world, online, into another aura. And our aura has this big front sign energetically of, I can guide. I have something that you do not have. I have the answers. It is energetically already like shouting out. But what projectors do is the opposite. They dim that energetically down and dial up a music that is not theirs, because they don't know even about how the aura works and that it's already there. And then there's this double force into the other about, I can see you, I can grab onto you, a monopole, and like shoveling it down, like, here, this is what I have to sell. I see it, you need it, you're freezing, I see it, you need that jacket, here, it fits you. And the people go like, yes, I'm freezing, but I don't know if I want your jacket. And then the recognition is not there. And projectors don't know that they are naturally going to be recognized as someone who's so high-end, because we will be, after 2027, the only ones that be able to give outer authority. That doesn't mean that we tell them what to do. We support, we guide others to find their inner authority, to follow their inner authority, to understand their inner authority. But not by forcing, it's by flow. And this weekend, I sat down and I started working at Bulgari, and I wanted to be able one day to buy a ring. And it was so far away. And I thought I had to work hard for it, and I had to listen to everybody else, what they were saying, what they were doing. And I see it's the same, whether you start a job in a company and you look at the boss and you follow every single step that they are saying, hoping that one day you get promotion or you get a little bit more money. It's the same as if you are in this industry and you start working and you hire a coach and you follow every step that they're doing, and it still feels not fulfilling. You work super hard and then you're so fucking done with it. You feel this intrinsic genius in you as projectors, and there's still this hunting for a carrot that there is out there. That's not it. And time plays in our cards. And the role of the projector is so important. And it has to be taken so seriously. And that actually means such a radical cleaning out and cutting out of everything that is not supporting your signature. And that includes everyone who is not speaking design, understanding design, and recognizing you in your design. What I noticed this weekend was that there's this recognition and Bye, Sam. Thank you for joining. Have a beautiful Saturday. There is this, thank you for the recognition, and thank you for saying thank you, and thank you for saying goodbye, and thank you for having this amazing relationship. And see, this is the thing. When you have people on your fractal, this is normal that you treat each other with respect. And projectors require the highest level of respect because we have something nobody else has. And that is the point that I wanted to bring across, is that most projectors don't have that level of self-respect. They never got encouraged to develop it. Our aura is so potent. I had this experience. Now I'm owning it even more, and I'm even more self-aware. The more integrated you are in your design, the more you have more self-awareness of it. It's not that you then have to do anything about it. It's just that you go, oh my God, this is it. And you have this passenger consciousness of, I just observe my body doing a thing. And I observe other people are responding and reacting. And I know that a lot of projectors offline, out of this little box, behave completely differently because more self-assured, more confident, less proving. And then there's this little tiny box here with whatever app you're playing on, and it kind of destroys the entire confidence. But the baseline confidence or self-awareness was never there as this projector. Power, potency, precision. When a projector feels not seen and has to over-explain itself and their genius and why we see things so differently, it's usually because two things. They're not recognizing correctly the others, what is worth actually to open their mouth and talk about it anyways, because at a correctness and uniqueness and unique self-expression and living your type and design doesn't require any proving, any convincing, any explaining, anything. It's just living it. But that's the thing, to hold that energy behind you. When I go through the town, when I do the things that I do, my sister included, my friends, people, they are embarrassed. They feel, not that I do something embarrassing, but this sovereignty, this authority that I have now, and it gets, the older I get, the better it gets. And the more I speak about it, because I want to be your shortcut. I want to be your fast track. I want to be your fast lane, so that we need projectors now, like in full projector power now. And when there's no invitation to be guided for what you want to be invited for, the depth of your work, then there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. It's just this over-explaining that is too much of our aura into them, that confuses them. They go backwards. And the recognition is missing because there's too much going on in front of the people. I get that because I'm a projector, that the way we see the work is too complex for others. And we need to make it simple and simple and simple. And so when we have these, this is what we do in Invited. So can you just share with me if you're a projector on here, and the ones who already talked to me, I know because you're my clients, but everyone else who's on here, are you a projector? Which type are you? I would really love to know, because my invitation for you is, if anything resonated here, there's something where mutation is possible, so that you become more correct, that you can live your design more powerfully without doubting yourself, without overthinking. There's so much more ease available when you can hold that and just live it. And it does not matter anything what other people are thinking about you. And this is where projectors spiral out about, oh my God, what do other people think of me? Because yes, we are different. And my biggest gift that I noticed this weekend in particular is, and I talked about this to my friend, and we know each other so long, is that nobody has thought, he said to me, nobody thought that you're going to do it, that you're going to quit that job, that you're going to start your business, that you would do it, that you would really pull through and do it. Everybody else went through consultancy and they're still in the old shit and they're still in their lane and still in their little box, and I broke free. And I said yes, and this is my biggest gift that I bring to my clients, that they see themselves finally and can put this into a context that you feel it all, projectors, you feel that you're different, and there is just this little explanation, this translation, this into your context of your life, of your business, to amplify it, to really fire that up. So if you are a projector, and there's so many projectors on here, and you're not yet in Invited, which is my 3-day projector event that is going to happen this upcoming week from Wednesday to Friday, I invite you. It's going to be mind-blowing for you. It is a 3-day event. It is a very, very powerful event on how to be recognized. You will understand what true recognition really is, because most projectors do not understand that. What you recognize in others and what is actually not recognizing worthy to recognize. Like, you're distracted. Most projectors are way too distracted with responding instead of ignoring stuff, because that takes away the attention of the things that really make the money. All that little shit that does not bring you high profit is not even worth recognizing. We're going to cut that out. And then how to create the recognition from these people that you really want to work with, how to stand out online, what people are actually interested in, and your system, your channels, how we market as projectors, how we create offers as projectors, how we show up on social media and sell as projectors. It is nothing that you ever learned, and I'm going to say it very bluntly. You will sit there and say, you know what, I have invested in all that things about from other mentors, and now I understand why things were not working. So the link is in my bio, and all these projectors on here, and if anything resonates when I'm talking, when I'm living, this is where I break it all down for you, where we have a full day of Q&A on day 3, which I'm super fucking excited. So Paulina, you're in the HD lounge. Bring your questions for day 3, because whatever you're working on right now, and there will be so much more clarity throughout the next 2 days, and then we can really workshop and answer these questions on day 3. And all of you, Lisa and Braya and Luna, Bhavina, amazing, the Moon Mom, so many new projectors here. This is an incredible way to get closer into that, deeper into that topic, source-based human design for business. It will be changing your life. It is 97 euros for a 3-day event, and tomorrow I will announce a very special addition to it. So if you're joining today with the link for 97, you're gonna be super excited to have joined before I announce it tomorrow. The other thing, because there's an importance for projectors to really understand your type and design now as we move forward to 2027. This year already in March will be a big pivotal milestone, and let's say a lot of people will be looking for mentors like us. So the possibilities to get really busy as a projector, and you can choose your clients, will come. And the reason why I see it is we're so different, and my biggest gift was always to not give up, to not lean in, to not change myself for others. And I always felt, but I didn't do it, but very honestly, I never felt good. I was missing true recognition. And there was still something in me that told me, keep going, never lean in, never give up. And now My clients come to me because of exactly that thing. That is my biggest gift, my ego. Where my family, my friends, my upbringing, teachers, anyone always told me, you're too egoistic, you're too confident. Even my ex-boyfriend said, don't walk so confidently through the room, because he was envious. He did not want a powerful woman next to him. He wanted a arm candy. Of course, my spleen. I did not know anything about design, but back then I was like, no, I cannot. This is not healthy. And I got sick. My body got sick. And projectors are so sensitive. Their bodies are so sensitive. Burnout, adrenal fatigue is such a common thing among projectors, but not because we're not supposed to work. It's just because we're among and around the wrong people, the wrong environment. And you accept, projectors, you accept way too much bitterness in your life. Let me tell you, you are accepting right now way too much bitterness, frustration, anger, not only of yourself, but you're also absorbing and even amplifying, doubling, tripling all the frustration of the people around you. They're going to be even more frustrated when you put show a little bit of your power. And what actually last week happened is, so many projectors are in this, I want a bigger business, I want more, and then in the end is this fucking, I don't want to explain myself anymore. I don't want to chase this feeling of when will they get me? If people don't get you and your message and your offers, and you still feel you're going to explain and all this value that you give, and there's a gap between what you sell and what you do behind the scenes actually with clients, what you want to do more of, it's because the recognition is lacking. People are not seeing that part in you on your social media, in your content, in your way how you sell, because you're still, you're wearing, or you're selling as a persona that your aura absorbed from a generator, money gen, manifestor coach that you were absorbing or working with. And it's nothing that you're doing wrong. And I want more projectors in that power, in this leaned back, full-on vibe confidence. And then there's so many projectors now here, and I want to ask you, what is holding you back to join that 3-day projector event? And I have no problem if you don't join, because I would have a problem if you joined and I manipulated and convinced you into it, because then it's not correct for you. Then correct means not that right or wrong. Correctness in human design means you're not ready for that level of mutation yet. And it's my responsibility to be sure, to make sure that all women and men who are in that room are ready and willing, also on a cellular level, to receive the power that only source can give. And this has nothing to do with me. That is purely the quality and the mutation of the way how my channel can translate it. It is nothing you have ever heard from someone else, and some of you have already worked with me. And I want to be very honest here. I have no shame around hearing what? Oh, hello. I thought someone said join. I have no issue with if you say, oh no, whatever, I don't join. But can you say that and hold that? Do you mean that? How does it feel in your body? We have a lot of people, a lot of projectors who are just like, there's this gap of I want, but not fully committing to their vision and to their power, because of this fear of, okay, what am I actually stepping into? Your environment has always made you feel wrong when you step into power. And this is the self-sabotage pattern that all projectors have ingrained in them. And I'm here to fucking destroy that in you, because you're so much, I want more projectors to be ready for 27, and not many will be. And that makes me so sad. So I'm offering these invitations, and I'm observing, and I see like projectors not joining, projectors falling, projectors are saying they're projectors but still hustling that money gens on social media, and I'm going to do anything because I have to be invited for guidance. My old self, my conditioned self, would try to move people, and I'm not. I'm keeping my hands off because I know the room has to be super clean. The room is for the projector, the bold, and the ones who are ready to receive source. And there are not many who are teaching that out there. Sam is one, Brayton is one, Amy, the ones I work with. And so can you say openly, like this is really an interesting conversation because I want to be more seen as a projector. I hear so often. And then I say, okay, tell me why you're not joining. Can you allow yourself to be seen and own the no? I'm fully cool with that. I'm fully cool with that. But I want you to be fully cool with it because then I recognize you as someone who owns your authority. But if you feel drawn to my world and you're still, after nearly 1 hour listening to this, then there must be something in it, right? And I'm not, like, I'm old enough now, like I just turned 1 year older. I'm like, I don't need to sugarcoat anything. I don't need to make a sale. But I'm here, this is my destiny, to bring projectors into their destiny. We need more. After 2027, and as I said, it's going to be this year a pivotal year for the projector. People are so afraid about the potency of projectors. That's why they pull them down and try to project their fears onto you. It's not. And we need to have the business set up. You have to be prepared when their businesses are crumbling, when their manifestations are crumbling, when their health is crumbling. Are you prepared? Are you prepared now? Is your business prepared for a flood of potential clients? Would they recognize you as the expert in it? I don't think so because I was not there either. And I noticed with this whole full circle, we had Gate 41 the last week. It's a craving of a new experience. And now the question is, what do we actually want? Gate 41 is the new year of human design. This newness. I want something bigger. I want something more ease. I want more success in terms of resources and wealth and freedom and all these more amazing clients. Yes. And now we're at Gate 19. And the question is, with whom? With whom can you make this wanting, this desire, this vision really a reality? Because it depends on the fractal. It depends on the people. For projectors, it's all about the people because you eat aura. You take everyone in who is around you. And they either support you and expand you and make your signature the constant of success. Do you prioritize your signature? Do you want more of your signature? Is it important for you? And then when I say, okay, this person has to go, this client has to go, what comes up? Now, Gate 19 is with whom? Who is on your team success? Who recognizes you? Projectors need someone who recognizes them. You cannot have this from our audience. We cannot expect this from our clients. In terms of this need. And that's the biggest switch that we're going to do in this 3-day event of I teach you exactly how to feel constantly recognized. Because then you take any expectations off from anyone else. And finally recognize them. Because a projector who does not feel recognized, you're actually never recognizing another person. You cannot recognize another person. You cannot guide another person because you make it only about you. The not self, not you. The not self only wants to be seen. So whenever a projector then in their not self says, I want a guide, I want a client, I want to be seen and recognized and understood, it's not about any client. It's not about them. It's not about serving. It's not about guiding. It's about the not self, ego, inner child, little girl who does not feel seen. And we're going to flip this. I give you so much deeper recognition. I look at your chart. I see you we kind of break things down for you, that you feel finally recognized, and then the pressure is off, and you finally can see others. Because there is, how do you look at others? Through the not self looks at others through, why don't you see me? Why don't you see that I'm a genius, that this is my gift? They look for signs. Am I really seen? Do you really see me? Do you recognize me? Am I good enough? Instead of seeing the other and putting yourself, you can put yourself to the side and relax when you have recognition behind you. When you have a mentor, when you have your fractal, when you have the people in your life, even one-on-one clients who give you so much recognition all the time on tap, that there's no need to look for recognition outside, not even from your family or your partner. And this is finally that clicked for me this entire weekend with this week with 19, gate 19 today switching on, is who in your life do you have this big vision that you can talk about and don't feel crazy, and who in your life do you have where you finally have the soul to soul spiritual. Now gate 19 is highly spiritual. It's a spirit. Do you have a spiritual soul recognition with someone? Hopefully that is your mentor, your clients, your peers, and at some point everything comes together. Your clients become your friends become your clients, your peers become your clients. Everything is just mechanics. So that in the end, you'd come back, all the way back. I came back into my family, and I could own who I am, because I do not expect anyone to recognize me anymore. And from that moment, I just can give them recognition, because I don't need it anymore. And that moment flipped it, because when they feel recognized, because I'm able to recognize, and I knew this work was required more than 8 months until I finally integrated that and I can teach it like this now. That is the moment when they recognize you. When someone feels recognized truly, without any, do you see me? They suddenly, it's like, all this filter is off, all this fog is away, and then they go like, oh, you really saw something in me. It resonated so much. Can you tell me more? How can I work with you? How can I have this too, what you have? So I have so much more to say, but for today, I feel complete. We will continue tomorrow in the on-air show on 7 and 8, between 7 and 8. But I just want to say that there is something more available for you, that you're available right now. If you're a projector, thank you, Doreen. Beautiful. If you're a projector and anything of it resonated, even just a feeling in your body, I'm going to say there's something in for you. I invite you into the Projector, the invited 3-day event. The link is in my bio. And you know what to do. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to see you tomorrow.